This video is strictly for educational purposes. Tools like Radarr have plenty of legitimate uses, so please make sure you're following your local copyright laws. I personally do not condone or encourage piracy on this channel, so use this information responsibly and at your own risk. Alright, so in this video, we'll install Radarr on your server, configure it, and then run it. This is a part of media automation service, and I've already showed Jellyfin setup and Seerr setup on this channel. I have also customized Jellyfin to have few UI improvements that make it feel similar to popular streaming services. And if you want similar aesthetics on your server, then check out the video link in the description. Okay, so if you're completely new to media automation, I'll help you understand what Radarr does. It is a PVR service. Basically what it does is, it searches for the movies you want, it downloads the movies onto your hard drive, renames them and organizes them for your media server to access it. And everything is done automatically. All you need to do is request for the movie you want, and after some time, it is ready for you to watch. Okay, so now let's go to installation. In this video, I'll be installing Radarr using Docker YAML code, but if you're installing it using CasaOS, Umbrel or even Portrainer, then you can directly skip to this time code here. Okay, so I already have my terminal open here. Now let me go into Docker folder. So cd Docker. I'll create a new folder for Radarr. And now move into that folder and create a Docker compose file. And paste the compose code here. Okay, so I chose my volumes like this because in my folder structure, all the Docker related files like config and cache live on an SSD, and all the medias that I have live on an HDD. This is because grabbing a movie, organizing it and renaming it is much quicker if it's on the same drive. And the SSD helps with faster cache and database access. Okay, so now let's close the code editor. Control X, yes, done. And now let's run the Docker compose pull. Docker compose pull. Okay, let me give it a few seconds for it to be completed. And it's downloaded. Now let's run Docker compose up. Detach. Yes. Okay, so the container started. Now the installation is complete. To configure it, let's pull up a browser and go to Radarr service. 92.168. That's good. So the service opened up without any issues. Okay, so first we need to set up the authentication methods. I'll just choose forms and authentication. Next, choose a username and set up a password. I'll just use a simple password for now. Save. And that's it. Radarr is up and running successfully. Next, we need to do these 3 steps to complete the configuration. I will show you each one step by step. Alright, so let's begin then. First, we need to go to settings and go to media management. Here, make sure you check the rename movies box. This gives permission Radarr to properly organize and rename the files. And right below there is a box for you to set your movie title formats. Unless you have a specific requirement, my suggestion is to leave the format as is, because we'll need this format in other automations in arr-stack. Anyway, so next we need to add root folder. Click on add root folder, media, movies. My root folder starts with /media because that's what I gave on the Docker compose file. But if you've used a different nomenclature, you can set that here. Now to finish this, let's save changes. Now we can import movies that are already on our drive. But if you don't have any movies on your drive right now, you can just skip to the next section. Alright, so let's go to movies, library import, and click on the new folder that we just configured. All the movies that I had on the drive automatically populate, and sometimes it might not recognize it properly depending on how it is organized in your drive. And if you want to change it, you just come here and select whichever movies you want to import. Like if this was Godfather Part 2 and it recognized as Godfather Part 1, I can just do the Godfather and select the appropriate one. But for me it is properly recognized, so I'll just leave it and click on import. Now if we go back to home, you can see it's already populated. Let me refresh it. and everything appears here, and it got the images as well. Okay, so all our existing media has been successfully imported. Now if you want to add new movies, you can directly just click on add new, and let's say I want the Batman Begins. I can click here and add movie right here. But you can also connect it to Jellyfin or Seerr for a better user experience. So let's do it now. First, you need an API key. To get that, go to settings, go to general, scroll down and copy the API key here. Next, open up a new tab. And let me log in. Okay, so here go to settings, services, click on add radar service, and here make sure that you check default server tab, and next you just need to choose a server name. I'll just keep radar for now, and I'll type in the IP address 248, and the port has already been populated. So next is API key. Paste in the API key that you copied and scroll down and click on test. If you put in the wrong API key or if you put in the wrong IP address, you'll get an error here. But since I had everything properly set up, I don't have any errors here. So now I can go ahead and set up the quality profiles. For movies, I prefer full HD, but sometimes if there are not many seeders online, then 720p is fine. So I'll choose 1080p or 720p. And the root folder is going to be the same as media/movies. And minimum availability, you can set whichever you want. And I usually prefer something that has good print to it, so I keep it with released. Okay, so next scroll down and just add server. And that's it. Radar service is connected to Seerr. Now if I go to Discover and search for any movies, let's say the Odyssey, and I click request here. Request. On Radar, if I go back to home, you can see that this movie is currently being monitored to be downloaded. Now to completely automate this downloading and subtitle management, you need other connections. I'll be uploading all those videos pretty soon, and the next video is going to be about sonarr. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing because I publish videos every single week. And if this video helped you, drop a like because it really motivates me to make better videos like these. And that's it. See you in the next one.